Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're going to talk about Scream 6 here because Scream 6 is coming. Before we jump into that, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and we're going to break this down here. We're going to talk about Scream 6, how we know it's coming, why is it coming, and how this has already been confirmed for us. So before we go any further, there are some spoilers that we're probably going to get into with Scream 5 inadvertently just by talking about this. So if you have not seen the new Scream movie yet, Scream 5, Scream 2022, however this is going to be labeled moving forward here, tread carefully or just come back and watch us after you've seen the movie. How do we know that there's going to be a Scream 6? This is how. At the very end, in the credits scene, right before we get to the main credits and we cut to black, they gave us the shot of Ghostface right there at the end of this new Scream film. That alone is the filmmakers telling us there's going to be another Scream movie, and what I think is going to ultimately turn into a new trilogy here. If you go back to the first Scream and the second Scream, they did the same exact thing. In the credits, right before they rolled, and immediately after cutting to black, it was a little bit of a tense build-up. They give you a quick flash of Ghostface at the end of Scream 1 and Scream 2. In Scream 3 at the end, they teased it. They let the tension build, and gave us nothing and rolled the credits. And that's how we knew that was the end of that trilogy. When they came back to do Scream 4, probably was no plan to do anything past that. They just had a new story. There was reasons to come back for Scream 4 to continue story, build some new arcs, and give us Ghostface again. They did not give us that at the end of 4, so there was not a plan to do an additional movie or a trilogy. The fact that they went back and pulled from those roots again, because of the whole meta languaging is what they're doing here, going with the Halloween tradition, right? Halloween, the new one was called just Halloween. I think what Scream is doing, they're going to go back and they're going to give us a new trilogy now. And I don't think Scream 6 is going to be called Scream 6. I think what they're going to do is similar to what Halloween is doing, is it's going to have a subtitle to it. It's not going to be Scream 2, Scream 6. I think they're going to go into maybe it's something like Scream Again or Scream The Next Generation, whatever, the case might be. There's going to be a subtitle to this. That's my theory because of the contents of Scream 5 or Scream 2022, again, however this is going to wind up being labeled. They gave us exactly what the layout was going to be for these next 3 movies because they reference so many other films that have done this. And I think the key component in here is there was a couple of nods to Star Wars. Of all things, they nodded at Star Wars a couple of times. First, with Rian Johnson directing Stab 8 and causing this entire, really the whole plot of what builds into Scream 5 here, the whole toxic fandom with everything. And then beyond that there too, they did it when they were kind of, explaining everything with how the new movies are working, and you can't go back and do the whole remake thing. You can't do the sequel thing. We're doing the requel thing. I think what they're setting up with that there, especially, huge spoiler here, so if you have not seen it, stop right now. I'm going forward. Huge spoiler, again, 3, 2, 1, talking about it. The fact that we had Dewey killed off in this movie leads me to believe, following a similar trend of the new Star Wars trilogy that they did, we lost one of the 3 main legacy characters in each of those films. That's our main trio. Ironically, that's the same for Scream. So we lost Dewey. I think what's going to happen here is you're going to get the next Scream movie. We're going to lose Gale. And then I think in the last one of what this trilogy is going to be, I think they'll kill Sidney. I think what they're doing is almost to a T what we kind of saw the Star Wars route take. And that's just my theory as to where we could see this go and kind of how things would be titled out moving forward. But I would bet my life on it that we're getting another Scream movie coming up here because of us getting that Ghostface shot. To me, that's the filmmakers telling us right there, we're going to get more Scream movies or at least a movie. But my thoughts is that we're going to get a whole new trilogy here. I think it's going to be fast-tracked. Would not be surprised if we got an official announcement for a new Scream movie coming up very, very soon because they're going to want to continue to strike while the pot is hot. So that's where it's at. Scream 6 is coming, and what I feel is going to be a new Scream trilogy, building up these new characters and killing off our legacy characters, no different than what all these other franchises have done. Star Wars, Halloween's doing it. I'm going to do a video about Halloween Ends here soon, too, because I have a very strong theory and feeling about how they're going to conclude that. But that's where we're at, guys. Leave some comments down below. Would love to know your thoughts about this. Go back and check out the end credits for the first three, or the first three Scream movies. You will see the Ghostface pop up quick in the first two, and the third one 100% gets teased, and then they leave it blank because that was the cap end of that trilogy. So Scream 6 coming. That was the filmmaker's way of telling us that we're getting more Ghostface. So that will do it for today. Scream's coming. I thought the movie was really good. I'd have a review on here I just did a couple days ago, so go check that out if you could. And that would be great, guys. Again, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a thumbs up, comment down below, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.